Alright, here we go with a best-of-3 series between two teams with extremely skilled players. One is actually technically unranked because he hasn't been that active, but I don't know if these were ranked games or custom games, but I don't really think it matters. We have the red team in the upper left. It is hawk485, the only unranked player out of these players, but would definitely... well, in my estimation, be top 10 should he have been included in the last set of ranking votes for either December or January. And his teammate, happydeath, we all know happydeath, in the Medic Osprey. Their opponents, the Carbon team in the bottom right, it is R3ddog in the Easter Osprey and Sport87Recife in the Black Ops Striker. R3ddog, I believe, ranked number 4, and Sport ranked number 8 currently. happydeath, our top dog. And this game, we are on Duel. And I am going to actually be spectating with a controller this time. It's going to be a little bit different. But it does have smoother movement. I will not be able to go to a specific player, I think, unless I can do it on keyboard and then take over. Oh, yeah, I guess I can. Okay, that's very interesting. You guys are going to be experiencing this for the first time as I am. But, I mean, both teams, this is not really news, but both teams are going to be opening very quickly, efficiently, and I would imagine standard. Every player, every team has their own tricks, putting tanks ahead, stuff like that. But, you know, at this point, I don't even know if you can really call them tricks. They're more they're just like stylistic choices for how to open. Carbon team gets started on the mid-fight first, a little bit earlier than the red team, but red team already capping their forward, whereas the Carbon team is grabbing it right about now. Oh boy, R3ddog almost losing a Dillo there, but does grab it. The counter Gaddy gets thrown down at the back by Sport87Recife. I would expect to see some heavy mines going down, but R3ddog with a couple of sergeants with an attempt at I guess just a neutralization, kind of a cheese, but if you can expect to cheese the forward outpost in a duel game, then your opponents must be terrible, terrible players, or you did a distraction sometime before that, and that's not what happened, so yeah. Lots of micro going down. The Dillo choices, it's basically all Dillo with a couple busters, which is standard, versus a mix of Longhorn and Dillo. I honestly am not really sure what the goal is for players that go mix, because I mean it kind of covers a little bit of ground when it comes to the I guess the butcher harass. Dillos have faster turret speed, and so stuff like that, you know, anti-light, Longhorn is not as good, so mixing it in covers a little bit more bases, so I guess that could be one of the concepts there. Carbon team with a much wider spread here, and happydeath trying to distract fire with his hopping Osprey, whereas R3ddog should be the hopping one in the Easter Bunny Osprey, ha 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 ha. So yeah, Sport leveling up there. But this is a very vicious mid-fight. 30 to 26 upkeep-wise. Red team slightly ahead, but it doesn't really look like it matters at this point. happydeath coming with a couple butchers. Let's see if we can get anything done here. No Gaddy down in the area, so the butchers... but R3ddog here to heal up, so if there is a mech, you know, in the vicinity, especially if it's an Osprey, your butchers are likely to not get that much done. 17 to 21 units out on the field. It is now the Carbon team with a 31 to 25 upkeep lead. And the mid-fight on Duel ensues. Generators down for both sides. I guess they've been down, but I guess I haven't really commented on that. But Hawk getting focused in the air. Okay. So, oh, well, happydeath actually pretty low on health too. But as the Helix, hawk485 is the only mech that has an air-to-ground attack, I believe. Yes. So, yeah, no Bomber. Bomber, Warthog, Helix. I guess those are the only air-to-ground ability mechs. A Gaddy getting thrown down at the back. Decent spread by both teams, so this is basically just a micro battle at this point. Generator, Lunchbox, why they really don't want to... I mean, I love to see the socket play. I'm a little bit sad that the forward on Duel doesn't have any sockets at all. Generator on both sides, I would think. Yes, Generator just so strong. Energy so important. So I guess it speaks a little bit less to the strength of a Generator rather than the importance of energy, which Generator obviously supplements. Tons of artillery down for the Carbon team. 4 I see pointing in there, and happydeath face planting in front of those Carbon units, which is a little bit scary, but as a full health Osprey, I guess he was probably fine. Level check. Everyone's at level 5 except for Hawk at level 4. So everyone's going to start unlocking units roughly at the same time. Buster getting a kill on a... What was that? Was that a generator? Either way, 46 to 50. It's still extremely even. And it's just going to be a really hectic mid-fight. Second box down. I guess I missed the first one at 2 minutes. But Hawk getting finished off. I guess he was on the ground. Was he on the ground there? Sport getting the last kill. I don't think... Yeah, at level 5... You know, the strikers don't have... Oh, the striker? Oh my god, there's only one striker in this game? That's weird. But yeah, the striker does not have missiles quite yet. But does look like a shooter, a group of shooters is being sent over here. A little bit too close to the goalie, so not all of them are going to be neutralizing here. happydeath reacting to it pretty quickly with the creeps, so he's probably going to be okay here. As long as he kills one of the creeps, he should be fine. And that's basically going to be that. Oh, Hawk coming to respond, I guess. Didn't realize that Happy did not need the help. Not going to be maintaining the mid-fight as much. Sport with more sergeants over here on the left side. But again, the forward on Duel, you're not really distracting your opponents. You're probably not going to get anywhere, to be quite honest. Hawk with a grinder drop, but face forward onto a turtle is not really going to get anywhere, to be quite honest. Sport with the energy guardians. I mean, the afterburners. Oh, and Hawk almost getting focused there by Sport. But yeah, the afterburners are probably the biggest reason to get energy guardians as a striker. Actually, I would say that they're almost the only reason to get energy guardians as a striker. So there's that. This is just an insanely mid-centric fight so far, an insanely mid-centric game. Couple of random neutralization and cheese attempts by both, well, actually just by the Carbon team, but really to no avail. Red Dog getting caught in the act, trying to bring a couple to the close, but it does draw both red players away. So is Sport doing anything with this? Dropping a couple of butchers and the grinder as well. So the red team's army is getting thinned out. Hawk grabbing the box. Finally, oh no, actually just at 6 minutes, so finally for me to realize that the 6-minute box was spawned. But again, this is still, I mean, yeah, red team is kind of behind, they're getting pushed back, but it's still anyone's game at this point. Grinder finishing off the Archie, and now the sergeants are going to be a threat because the more neutralizations that they get, the, the shorter they're going to come up in this mid fight, where Red Dog already taken mid, starting to ferry units onto the other side of mid. And there is still a couple of units over here for the Carbon team. Just one Dillo, but now Hawk with a neutralization attempt, taking both red mechs back while Red Dog moves up. Generator gonna do its work. And actually, Hawk getting a focus on Red Dog there. The Carbon team is actually losing ground a little bit now after pushing out. The Turtle doing a lot of work there. Sport trying to get a focus on Hawk. Blaster Guardians might actually be insane right now, but again, the energy demand on Blaster Guardians is a little bit hard to deal with. Even at mid-game levels like this, I think the Blaster Guardian probably needs a slight energy consumption buff. And happydeath, oh man, really close to death there. So also Sport as well. I don't think anyone has actually gotten killed except for Hawk that one time, and I think that was mostly due to units. So, goalie drop, geez, the goalie drop at the close. Gonna be a long time dealing with that, so happydeath is gonna have to basically babysit that. Sport taking the goalie back, not really needing to do that as early as he did, but did it anyway. The triple buster drop from Hawk might be able to get this goalie kill. Actually, 4 busters, wow, to face that Goliath. And happydeath and Red Dog doing an Osprey mirror battle at this point, but so many more Goliaths on the Carbon side. And the grinder getting thrown down to handle the buster, but Hawk taking it right before it gets finished off. He needs to heal it up. Oh boy. Well, we do have a butcher drop over here by happydeath. 4 butchers go down and do get the neutralization. But Sport, I mean, as Sport is here, at least one of the butchers will most likely die. So it's probably, and you can't really capture with butchers super easily, especially when a mech is around. Oh, Hawk got a kill on Red Dog off screen. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Red Dog's front line is so strong that he basically made it so that he can get killed, and he doesn't really have to worry too much. Wow, 3 of the Butchers actually got into the outpost sockets, which is kind of insane. But this is, you know, Happy Death is kind of low on energy and half down on health. Probably won't be able to escape this alive here. It does transform, but does get finished off by Sport there. Hawk selling the box. Did the 8-minute box get grabbed? Yes. Oh yeah, we are way past the 8-minute mark. Wow, that 3 minutes just flew by. And we are actually almost at the 10-minute mark for the 5th box to spawn. But Red Dog slowly leapfrogging the Goliaths up. And this is a very, very uphill battle for the red team to fight at this point. Losing mid on Duel is tremendous. And Sport, and you know, the Carbon team just gonna pick off units here and there, extend their lead. Basically AirMech 101 there. Whereas the red team, it's basically up to the red team to make a move to do something drastic. Or just basically try hard and take this battle back. But with the Osprey maintaining like that, oh, the one goalie got replaced by the, or not replaced, but you know, leapfrogged over by the other goalie. They did get killed, but it's fine. It's, you know, the Carbon team is so far ahead that they can afford to lose a lot. Dang, 2 goalies being dropped over here with 4 Butchers. This outpost will almost definitely be neutralized. Yep, there you go. That was quick. Wow, even with the SAM support by Happy Death, the outpost gets neutralized, and it's just going to be a heck of a time to deal with these Goliaths. And more Butchers get thrown down. The outpost does go back up to red, but you know, with the pressure being applied over here, the Osprey versus the Helix is going to be very difficult. And Happy Death being the one defending over here. Oh, apparently I just won a diamond roll, but I don't really care. But yeah, Red Dog and Sport just laying it down on this red team. 17 units to 35. It's basically 2-1. 40 to 63. Hawk getting kill on. Oh, Hawk getting the double kill. Booster Helix getting the double kill on the Carbon team. This actually might be the one chance that the red team has to do something to come back in this game. Sport now coming back with the Butcher drop. Okay, there's only a single Butcher there. It was mostly creeps, but the red team didn't really do much with that double kill, and Hawk getting finished off in the air by Sport. So it doesn't look like the red team's going to be able to take much more advantage of this situation as it is, and it doesn't look like it's going to be very promising for Happy Death and Hawk. Hawk now coming back to the battle, but the Carbon team with so many Goliaths up here at the front, and a Devastator at this point. Oh no, 2 Devastators! Freaking face first in front of all these red units. What is the red team gonna do? Probably lose all their units is my guess, if I had to answer that question. I mean, the Carbon team just doing such a good job trading with the red team, using their advantage properly, and basically making the red team lose more units than them. Red Dog actually getting focused, Hawk getting killed, or Hawk getting that kill. And, okay, well, no, the red team has been able to fend off the Carbon team attack. And the Buckies, what the heck are the Buckies shooting at? The random Goliath that's still sitting there. I mean, it'll eventually die, I guess, most likely. Probably needs to just be ferried up. And the Devastator play, are they just gonna pump out Devastators? They have no Berthas, I think. Oh no, 1 Bertha out there on the ground, and a bunch of Archies firing in. So it's just up to the red team to try to not get killed at this point. Red Dog once again trying to approach up, this time with the Devastator and a Goliath, against basically no tanks left on the field for the Carbon team, or for the red team. And okay, we have the 12-minute box up on the left side. Red Dog getting finished off by Hawk. And it looks like Sport is pulling back. Okay, so the red team maintaining, holding their ground. Oh, I did not even see this. Way back here, the Butcher drops. Oh boy, and it does look like red team's probably going to take that back. But it will cost one mech at the front line to take it back at this point. Oh no, I guess the Butchers got killed by the, okay, the 1 goalie neutralizing, and the creeps will take it. So Actually, red team executing that basically ideally. And they have more Berthas out on the field than the Carbon team. They're miraculously holding this forward outpost, which is very, very impressive, especially considering the massive, extremely heavy tanks they are being faced with against the Carbon team. And the freaking Osprey behind the Devastator. You know what I mean? Happy Death. Nope. Typing? Or, I don't know. Sport. Okay, actually Sport with 2 Blaster Guardians, 2 Energy Guardians. That's hilarious. That is actually a great play. I liked seeing that. But the red team realizing, that's about it. Not really logical to keep on going here. I don't remember what the upkeep difference was at the end there, but it was large, I think, most likely. And they basically got their forward outpost cleared of all their defensive units. It looked like at the end there they basically just had artillery, and that was basically the appropriate time to surrender. They could have done it earlier, but considering their performance and how well they fought back, I think that was a good spot to call it. So, great job, R3ddog and Sport87Recife, taking game 1 of this best of 3 against Happy Death and hawk485. Stay tuned for the rest.